Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today going to be taking a look at Drive Beyond Horizons. I have done a couple of streams on this one, but I also wanted to do just a straight up video on here. I know not everyone watches the stream or can watch the whole way through. So yeah, just going to have a look at this game because, well, I really rather like it. Look, inevitably comparisons are going to be made to The Long Drive. I mean, it is along very similar lines. Ooh, firework. Sure, what could possibly go wrong with this? Can we launch? Can we like stick you somewhere? I mean, we can just do that. Okay, went somewhere. I've digressed. I've got distracted immediately. We need a pee as well. Look, the idea is pretty simple. You are given a car that you are going to try and drive for as far as you can, essentially. That's it. Now, I'm not starting from the very beginning for this video because, while it is fun, I want to showcase a little bit more than you're going to get to see at the very start. So this was from a stream playthrough, but this is where we have got to. I have got a Mustang. This was the starting car, kind of a lardery thing, which I have turned into a trailer. That's basically the whole purpose of this, is just to carry the junk. Because, Mustang, not exactly the most spacious of cars. As you will notice, car customization, quite a lot. We have got a police light and siren. We have a laser light as well, because why not? We have a silly exhaust, got big bash bars on the front of this. There's just a lot of silliness that you can do with the car. I don't have any body panels that I can show you at the moment, but I'm sure we will at some point. However, yeah, you can put like the body panels from different cars on your vehicle if you so desire. There's just a lot of potential. The game is very happy to let you do silly things, which is wonderful. I always appreciate a game that is happy to let you do silly things. Now, let's deal with the driving physics. Always a good place to start. Oh, I've left the handbrake on the larder. That's going to kill them tyres. Let's maybe go and... don't detach the handbrake. I want to... There we go. Disengage that. Oh, do not helpful. Don't leave the handbrake on. But yes, driving physics. Look, you can build some really silly contraptions, and hell, I don't think my Mustang has... I think it's got 4 different wheels, different size tyres and everything. But the handling is going to be okay. The driving is going to be okay. Considering we've got a really silly setup here, and I mean, I believe you can get silly. I think you can daisy chain cars along together and everything. So considering all of that, actually the handling does a pretty good job. It does a good job of letting you get away if you want to build really silly stuff. Now, this won't be the easiest. There are better ways. You could have a much better setup here for a bit more control. But if you do want to go wild and you do want to build silly stuff, it is not that bad to drive. I mean, of course, I'm playing on keyboard as well. So yeah, it'll let you get away with these silly contraptions, which is great. Half the fun of this game, one of the big advantages I would say to this game, is the sort of customizing, the personalization of your cars is good fun. And there's a good selection of them as well. I mean, these are just 2 of this. I don't know what we might see along the way. There is a Pontiac Firebird style vehicle. There's vans, trucks, there's a little pickup. Well, there's like a big van and there's a little van, I think. There's a little pickup truck thing you can get along the way. There's an old, like 50s, I want to say it's a Studebaker, but I don't know my really old cars that well, that you can also acquire. Finding the right bits for them will take a little while. If you want to get a complete pristine condition car, that's not going to be straightforward. But I'm okay with that. It gives you something to strive for in the game. And as I said, you can sort of slap bits on and make do. Things like engines, all interchangeable between the vehicles. The V8 I have running in the Mustang, oh, that's a speed bump. Oh, good lord. That is a speed bump and a half. My trailer's on an adventure. Nope, come back. That's not a speed bump, that's a speed mountain. Can I... Alright. Stop in the... Okay, we can hook that up from here. Fantastic. Yeah, the game's quite good with the towing. You can... okay, you don't actually have to have a tow hitch. You just kind of... There's a little bit of magic that goes on, but that's fine. The speed mountain has got the better of us. Was not quite prepared for that to be so ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, Customization of the vehicles, pretty wild, as you could see from the silly stuff I've shoved on this one, and it can get much sillier if you wish. You can keep your car lovely and clean and pristine if you want. Like, you don't have to go wildly over the top with this. But yeah, you can shove engines in different stuff. I haven't tried shoving a truck engine in things yet, but presumably it would work. Might not be ideal, but yeah. But you can see actually on this one here, I've got a really big radiator, which in reality would have been ripped apart by now because it hangs out quite far down the front. But it means I can put a lot of water in this because, you know, you've got the normal running concerns of a car. You've got to put water in it, you've got to put coolant in it, you've got to have oil in it, you've got to have fuel in it, you've got to keep your tyres going and everything. I'm not quite sure why we seem to be struggling power-wise. Okay, we found a gear somewhere in all of this. We will come to a petrol station by the looks of it. That's fine. The petrol pumps actually work, which is really cool. Well, I guess a motel and a bit of petrol station going on here. I don't know, there's a huge amount here. But we will go check it out nevertheless. Right, let's just do that. Turn it off. We will get out of the car. Check for zombies. So there is the ever-present threat of zombies, although they are a little bit rare. Doesn't look like there's anything around here, so that's all good. And then we will go and loot this place for anything that we might find helpful. Random bin bags. We will get some food. Now, one of the things I do very much like about this one is you've got very adjustable difficulty. So you can tune how quickly the various needs bars go down for me. I'm currently on the 3 times amount for food and water, just to make it that little bit more of a challenge for me as a player. You can also tune like the fuel and the various fluids in the cars. Now you can tune the amount of zombies, which I've tried to whack up to the most, but they are still quite rare. What have we got going on in here? Oh dear. I feel like I should probably leave. There's weird stuff along the way. There are various backpacks that you can get. I have got the biggest one, the 6-slot one, which is, you know, useful for carrying more items on your hotbar. So things like a torch, an RPG, some night vision goggles that have the very useful ability of showing where loot is. So, for example, I can see there's an AK and a tyre on the roof. Now I have a trampoline. I do have a trampoline, in theory. Apparently gone invisible. Well, that's not working. I have an AK. More importantly, I have the world's glitchiest ladder. So, what you can do with this is, let's just say we shove it against a wall, and then we can kind of fly. There are varying different ways of making this work, and I've had varying success. It's quite janky. Oh, no, almost. Now, that should... Oh, come on. Ladder. No. Whoop. There we go. You can fly around using a ladder if you so desire. Is it very silly? Absolutely. Is it quite fun? Yeah, I mean, it works. It works. That looks like a solid enough tie. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do it. I meant to get the AK. To be fair, I have got 2 AKs. Probably don't need to worry too much about them. We'll grab the tyre. What light have I turned on that? Yeah, could go away. Very, very, very bright. You got some water. Are these... Oh, no, these aren't ones that work. Damn it. There are some petrol pumps that do actually work. These are not the ones that do. I'll just check around here for anything useful. You've got to be careful where you run, because if you go too far, like, out and away, you can wander into minefields. Quick way to end your playthrough. There's a turtle in a bin. I mean, it's just like a toy turtle. Cool. You can come with me. You can be an unofficial mascot on the back of the larder. Do you... Okay, no, you're going to just roll away if I put you there. Right, go in the larder. Cool. Right, you can come with us. Don't know what that light is. Can I... Nope, still can't turn that off. What we have done is deattach our siren. Right, shush. While I was trying to turn off the interior light that just seems to have got stuck on. I'm going to not worry about it. Oh, one thing I should worry about. Put a seatbelt on. So that if we have a crash, less likely to fall out of the car. Let's face it, quite likely to fall out of said car. Because it's me. Well, we've already seen the speed bump mountain that we have dealt with. You know? It is a distinct possibility of a silly accident being our undoing. Oh wow, we've got almost immediate next location. You can tune how many buildings. This is actually quite detuned on how many buildings there are, so it can be quite a lot. Which is, yeah. I mean, it's interesting. There we go. You know, it keeps it interesting for the looting side of things if you want. So I mean, yeah, we found the body of another Mustang. That's very much like the car we currently have. There's a laser light. We don't need that. Let's have a wander around the back. Some door panels. In some of these, we could take the 100-kilo light if we wanted. What's so bright over here? Is it a police? Ah, okay, we've got that sort of police light, if you were so inclined. Into the shop. Oh, presents! Woo! Nothing crazy exciting, but it is some food, so I will eat that while I am here. Because, you know, we're hungry. Do you have any drinks here? I've got stuff in the car, but like if I can loot... Like, while I am here, if I can loot stuff... This is all food. Do you not have any drink? God damn. I doubt there's going to be any in the bogs, is there? I mean, I'm half expecting one day to open this and a zombie come out, but I have yet to see a zombie come out of the toilet. Where are your toilets? Hold on. I have questions. What are the point of these cubicles? Am I supposed to just pee in the bin? I haven't got anywhere. I mean, I could go use the, you know, but like, I'm going to use this because it's weird. Not seen the toilet-free toilets before. Sure, okay. This place is weird and largely useless. I mean, I've got so many medkits that I haven't needed, so I don't really see the point. Now, we'll go into a little bit of detail about the vehicles. Why not, seeing as we're here? So while they are, you know, quite customizable and so on, they are quite detailed too in terms of, for example, to make one run. You need to have pedals. You have individual pedals, so you need 3 pedals to make a car work. You need a handbrake, you need a gear stick, you need a steering wheel to make the vehicle work, which is quite a cool little thing. It does mean, as I said, finding parts for a vehicle can be a bit of a faff. It took me a long time to find pedals for the Mustang, for example. So, you know, here you go. We can shove that one in there. But yeah, I did find it quite difficult to find them. As I said, if you're looking for very specific parts for your car, like if I'm looking for a driver's door, it takes a while. I presume I have the brake lights. Yeah, obviously I do. That's fine. Don't know what I got on the other side. Can't decide whether that's... No, that is missing. Not again, does it really matter? No, but I'll try and see if this will work. It will. So when it goes green, that means it is right. Although, unfortunately for me... Oh, there we go. Fantastic. This exhaust is very silly. It's fun, but yeah, rather silly. We're not going to... do we have anything on the roof? So I've got these night vision goggles. We can do this. There's an AK on the roof. I don't need it. Don't need it. We've got 2 AKs in the back. Right, onwards we go. The gauges are starting to get messed up. I need to find the rust removing scrubbing brush. I don't even think this is the right dashboard for this. I can't even read the gauges. I don't think I could even if I wanted to, but it's starting to get messed up. Dashboards are interchangeable. I think I nicked the dashboard from this from the larder, but I haven't found. Maybe I should have looked. I didn't even think about trying to nick the one from the Mustang there. Probably should have done. Oh, I did forget to put on the seatbelt. To, you know, make sure we don't do something stupid. I say this is just kind of how it goes. You're going to drive along and gradually... Oh, I'm a little bit thirsty. Should have got a drink before we set off. And yeah, gradually build up your vehicle and see where things head. Now, the one drawback, I'm going to say the one drawback because it's not as pronounced as it is on the long drive, I don't think, but it suffers from a similar problem. And the problem is that once you get to a certain point, you are relatively fine. You are relatively safe. There isn't really a huge amount of threat or a huge amount of danger. As in, you know, I've got stacks of food and drink. My car's running well. I've picked up plenty of things. I mean, negligence from me, either crashing or forgetting to drink because I'm distracted, is a distinct possibility. However, other than that, it is not too bad. The zombies, I mean, we haven't seen a single zombie. I have whacked up the difficulty of as many zombies. I wanted as many zombies as I could. Still don't see them. Have seen a couple, but not that many. What on earth are you? Oh, you're a brake light for something. Yeah, just not really seen that many. Now, one of the settings which I do like is that the further you go in to the longer you drive, the more zombies are turning up, which I think is a good way of doing it. However, I don't know how far in I have to be. I mean, we're 50-something kilometres in on this one. Not a sign of a zombie. So, you know, I say not a sign of a zombie, but barely a sign of a zombie anywhere. So they're not really that much of a threat. They're certainly not quite as terrifying as the old rabbits from the long drive. And it's, yeah, I say it's a little bit of a difficult one, because even though I've whacked up, you know, the consumption of stuff, we probably do a bit of oil, maybe look when we stop next, and all of that kind of thing. As you can see, one of the alternate vehicle options. Here you go, nice little van for you, if you so wish. I mean, plenty of space for stuff in the back. But yeah, the challenge after a little while is, I'm not going to say just there. Now, I appreciate some people probably more of a fan of that. You might want a much more chilled and laid back. As I've said it with the long drive, I would just like a tougher survival element to this. Something that is making you worry about your car, making you worry about, you know, trying to survive and everything. As I said, you can change the amount of spawning of the buildings around to make resources a little bit rarer, which can go a sort of way, but I think there needs to be a little bit more threat, or at least a game mode where there is a bit more threat. If you don't want to play, if you want just a nice, easy, relaxing cruise around, then fair enough. But yeah, I would like to see a little bit more threat, a little bit more danger, because the rest of it works really very well. I love being able to create truly wacky vehicles. As I said, you can shove engines in all sorts of different cars, so yeah, you can go pretty wild, and the physics engine holds up really well. The fact that, as you can see, like, everything gets physics locked when it gets put down, really, really helpful. It doesn't slide about, it doesn't roll about here, it doesn't freak out and glitch about at least too much. I'm sure it can if you really, really, really annoy it, but on the whole, pretty well behaved, which is what you would want. There are definitely some funky things you can do, as we can see with the flying ladder and the like. What have we got over here? Oh, you want an actual proper trailer. Honestly, like, I'm just using a larder with a roof rack, and it's way better. Who needs a proper trailer? I did not put the seatbelt on. Who needs a proper trailer when you can just have your own personal larder? I agree, Cass. The cat has come to say hello. He agrees. He likes having his own personal larder, apparently. What are you, full of diesel? Well, that's no good for me, is it? We are a petrol car. Nothing here, really nothing here of any use at all. I guess we can use this. Have a little bit. There's a drink, which I might as well drink while we're here, and I might as well get some food while we're here. Just top up those need bars. Here we go. Have some spaghetti, and then we will be on our way. Drop that. Right, car we have parked in a bush. Not my finest piece of parking ever. Okay, really big turning circle. Let's go. Please be drive-throughable. Yeah, the rocks are holographic or whatever. God, this is a hill and a half. Now I have got, so you can get turbos for the vehicles. I have got twin turbos on the Mustang. It is pulling a fair amount of weight though, going on behind it. It's relatively quick, but it is pulling a good chunk of weight. And yeah, as I say with the customization, you can swap engines out. You can put different body panels on if you're desperate. I've not really bothered. I've taken all the doors and stuff off of the larder because I'm just using it as a trailer, so it's just easy access. You can put like mismatched doors and all of that sort of thing for fun. Ooh. Found a random steps. I guess it's supposed to be a pool. Kind of. What's left of a weird place for a pool. I'm not going to ask too many questions here. You have a drink for me at least. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely questions. There are those big tubs. Do we need... I mean, if there's any... These are surely full of water. Petrol, water. Okay, you've got water. Not a huge amount, though. Could do with a little bit of oil. I think I have some. Oh, in... Oh, the tyres are starting to give up. I think I have got some oil. In here. Is it this one? Engine oil. Yes, there we go. Oh. No, 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 don't do that. Okay, with drink harmful liquid. No, I don't drink the oil. Did not mean to. Only in video games can you click the wrong button and end up drinking oil. That was miles away from. I don't know how I managed to end up drinking that one, but whoops. You don't drink oil. Silly idea. You can see we've got the two turbos going on. Don't need that. Why is this turquoise here? Oh, it's just a door. I mean, I guess this can show you what I mean about you can fit. Oh, that's actually the right door for a larder. But yeah, any door can go anywhere. But yeah, that's a rear door, so I can't put it on the front of the Mustang. But yeah, my gauges have got very rusty in all of this. They weren't very easy to see at the best of times. Now they are just downright impossible to see. Okay, can we find... I mean, a workshop would be fun, so that we could maybe de-rust the cars a little bit. So they will get, as you're driving along, the cars will get, I'd say, rustier and rustier. I guess it's just like a visual way of showing wear and tear on them. You can fix that with the sort of brush, but we've got to find one. Might find one here. It's worth a look. Do these? I think these sometimes have got little. I think this one's got a little workshop next to it. Okay, cool. That's fine. Do you have any zombies, or are you a chill place? Looks like a pretty chill place, to be honest with you. We will turn the car off. We will hop out of the car. I mean, they've got a Firebird parked over here. What's left of one. They've got the little Golf. I mean, can we? I don't know whether this... I mean, it will look silly. I'm kind of curious as to whether it's going to let me do this. Actually, I think it should. Oh, it doesn't quite put it where I want it to. Damn it, we can't have a Firebird front-ended Golf. It's worth a try. It was definitely worth a try and everything, but no. Cannot be done, unfortunately. Right, let's open this up. Oh. Hello. We found a Mustang in the workshop, which is cool. I mean, we've already got one working and everything, but it's still nice to see. And importantly, it's got the best, I say the best item, but the item that we were looking for, so we can try and fix up the Mustang a little bit, clean up the bodywork. I don't know if I can clean up the boot, actually. Can we clean up? No, the boot's just permanently rusty, maybe. Don't know. The seat is wearing a little bit. The bonnet is going a bit. You know, I've got to... Oh. No. Well, that didn't last very long. Over that way with you! There was another one in here. Wasn't there? There is. Right. Go back to fixing the bonnet. fix the badge, fix the sort of chrome bumper, fix the front number plate. Can I fix the engine with this? Might need to take the engine out. I mean, I can test this as I have got an engine currently out of the car. I'm going to go with a yes. It does get a little frame ratey. That is a powerful brush, I can tell you that much. So if we go... Oh, I'm immensely strong! Just taking the whole engine out. And can we give this one here a little bit of a clean? No, maybe not. Maybe it's... No, doesn't seem to want to know. Damn it. I was wishful thinking there. Very wishful thinking. Okay, we'll just drop that back in there. Let's take... Okay, that wheel there's okay. This wheel back here is terrible. So let's just drop that down. Let's just drop that. Let's go give these wheels a clean. For now. Just because it'll look better, really. Don't know if it makes much difference to the actual performance of the car, but you know, it just looks better having... That is basically a slick at this point. Now there is... Oh, don't tell me you've... Oh, for God's sake. Bloody thing. There is a sneaky way. I'm going to show you a sneaky way here. I'm only going to do it once. It's a little bit cheating. But we've got this very worn tyre. Now, in theory, I should go over to this car here and get... Well, in fact, you know what? Let's say, for example, we've got this. We've actually got a brand new setup that we can shove on the car. However, what you can do, if you are really in a pinch, you get out your AK and you shoot the tyre. For some reason, one of the bugs is that shooting the tyre will fix it, basically. Can we attach it? So there you go. Now you've got a brand new tyre. Is it a little bit of a cheesy way of doing it? Yes. It really is. But there you go. You can do that. Again, does make things a little bit easier and everything. But, you know, it's funny to look at. Are these the actual Mustang wheels? Are these the wheels the Mustang's supposed to be on? Yes, I think they are. Okay. So if we detach that, so you can tell if it's on the wheels it's supposed to be, or a part that it's supposed to be, because it goes green rather than yellow. So there's a useful tip. I mean, you can put whatever you want on it, but if you're trying to, you know, match it to specs or whatever, restore it completely to new, you can do that. Well, that's a very warm tyre. Not going to worry about that. This one here, I'm just going to pilfer all the wheels. Although this one here is a bit crap condition. Which isn't great. I mean, the actual tyre is fine. This is the right wheel, isn't it? Okay, that is the right wheel. Okay. Yeah, I think it is. It's got like the white wall tyres. Yeah, okay. It's actually got all the right wheels on it. Firebird, you can have your correct wheel back. I doubt there'd be anything fun in there. Ooh. Oh, okay, your brake lights. I don't know why I thought that's going to be a dashboard. You have got a dash. No, you don't have a dashboard. There's a Mustang inside. I assume the Mustang inside's got a dashboard. I didn't clean the bloody dash of my one. I'm an idiot. Does this have a dashboard? Oh, it does. Glorious thing. We can actually get rid of the crappy larder one that doesn't really work and actually put the correct dashboard on the car. Fantastic. Oh, I like it. I like it. Fuel. How much fuel? Oh, we are running a bit low on the old fuel, thankfully. I mean, we are here with some jerry cans. We can sort of fill the vehicle up, and then we will be ready to go. Don't know why I've chucked that there. Go over that way. We do have some fuel on us. That's diesel. I did not really check if that... Oh, there's more brushes. I'm a blind bat. I mean, you already knew that. You wouldn't be surprised. I'm now doing the patented fail race faffing. This is what happens. So I've talked about difficulty with this. One of the difficulties I think I would like to see, I mean, it works for the long drive and it works for this, would be some form of, the longer you are in one place, the more and more zombies that turn up. The more and more enemies that turn up. So it kind of forces you, because at the moment, like when I get somewhere like here, for example, let's say, it's really easy for me to just sit here and do absolutely everything I could possibly want and take my time and faff around, and it's all fine. And I would definitely like to see the longer, so not only the further you drive to the more zombies you get, but the longer you stay in one place, the more zombies you get. Maybe have it as like a... you know, you're making noise or whatever, it attracts if you want a lore-based reason why. But yeah, just... it would mean that then, again, it makes you have to rush. It makes you have to, I say, keep on the move. And it just makes that a little more challenging as you're starting to get overran while you're frantically trying to fix your car. So you can't do everything perfectly. You know, you're not going to be able to do everything perfectly because you're worrying you're going to go, what the hell's that? Oh, it's a light of some sort. You're worrying you're going to get attacked and that sort of thing. As it is, I'm not really that worried. I feel like we're relatively safe. So we can just take our time and grab all the bits that we could ever possibly need. Oh, I'm thirsty. Thirsty work scrubbing the wheels. Any drinks in here? That's beer. Don't drink that. Will not help. Honestly, death because I forgot to drink because I'm busy fixing a car. Highly probable. Let's face it. Right, let's eat that. I don't know, like spaghetti hoops or something? I don't know. Not had them in ages. They're good. Right, that's probably everything we need from here. I've got plenty of food and drink in my car, so I don't really need to continually top it up. I think this vehicle's now about as sorted as... other thing I was going to do... So, one of the interesting things... This car is actually pretty complete. This is quite a good find, this Mustang. The seats are actually legitimately important. So, depending on what seat will depend upon your view. So, if you have the wrong seat in a car... the actual view is a real difficult thing. Oh, put that one there, adjust the seat back. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. So, yeah, if you put... so I can put... I don't know what seat this... I don't know where this seat comes from. I'm not sure what vehicle this comes from. But, for example, if I took the seat out of the larder and put it in the Mustang, you just can't see to drive very easily. You use third-person camera, of course. But, yeah. So there's fun little things like that. Is there anything on the roof worth getting... Looks like there's an RPG, but I got one of those. The RPGs do have unlimited ammo currently. You can just sort of do that, and then it will rearm. Be careful not to blow yourself up with them, basically. So yeah, don't need more than one RPG. But you get the idea. Honestly, I really like this one. I really, really like this as a kind of road trip survival-y game. As I said, it just needs a little bit more difficulty, a little bit more, I guess, haste, a little bit more to worry about. If you like, I do like the adjustable settings though; they're very good. But yeah, they're just not quite. Again, I know it's a personal thing for me. It's not quite maybe the ultimate hardcore setting to make it a real sort of battle for survival. As it is, you can just kind of go on a fairly relaxing cruise. Do love the crazy contraptions you can come up with, and I do really look forward to seeing where this game goes next. As it is, this is early access. It's you know, still very, very much in development. So I'm really interested to see where it goes. It's a really good, solid base for this. So I do highly recommend you give it a look. That though, as the sun is beginning to rise here, we will finish by turning on our lights. Why not? That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.